All right, what's going on, guys? LeetCode 2363, and we're merging similar items. This is such a great, easy beginner problem that'll just get you wicked good at using Python syntax. It's because you get to use simple things like hash mapping and sort. So let's just go down real quick and explain what the problem is. You're going to have a 2D array full of items. The first array is called items 1. The second array is called items 2. And in each item in the array it has two values. It's not a tuple, but it has two values. First value is going to be basically the value, which I would call it the key, but it's the value. And then the second thing is the weight. And what we're going to do is you're going to go through each item list. And then if there's an item with a matching values, like keys, you're going to sum those weights together. And then if one of those items 1 or items 2 has an item that is not in the other one, there's nothing to add to it. You just return just that one, right? So then the return object at the end is just going to be the array of them merged together, like you can see down here. Hopefully that makes sense. I like to explain it in a way that we're not actually reading this horrific problem description that they usually give you. But sometimes it's hard to explain a problem until you actually write code explaining it. So let's just start. First off, we are going to be doing very clearly, we're going to be adding, keeping track of things, and we're going to be searching. So what we're going to do first is make a hash map, because we can insert things and search in constant time. So that's great. But then we need to go through and add all the items in the items 1 to the hash map. So let's go for item in items 1. Easy. Hash map at, and like I said, it says right here, we're going to use the value. The first thing is called the value. We're going to call it the key because it's just easier to talk about. So the key is going to be item at 0 for the hash map. And then it's going to be equal to item at 1. Now we don't have to check to see if the item's already in the hash map, because we know here that the items are unique. However, if we add in the second loop, right? If we add in the other list in items 2, we will have to check if item at 0 is in the hash map already, because either will or won't be, and we can either instantiate or increment based off of that. So if it is in that, we're just going to plus and add it. But if it's not, we are going to do the same thing at the top. All right, so there we go. Now we've added both of the list into our hash map, which, due to this line here, if there is a reoccurrence in the second array, we're going to be merging them together. But how do we get the output to return correctly? Because if you look at the output, the keys themselves, the 1 and then the 3 and then the 4, those are in ascending order, right, by the value. How do we get that? Okay, like I said, this is a great problem to like getting used to Python for your first time, because you're going to have to be able to extract the keys from the hash map. And the way you're going to be doing that is I'm going to set a variable equal to the list of hashmap.keys. Okay, so hashmap.keys function, obviously that's going to return a dictionary object of all the keys. Now, the reason why we're going to put this into a list is because it's kind of hard to use this hashmap.keys object that it returns, because, like I said, it's a dictionary. So instead, we're going to have it as a list, because as we can see here, we're going to be doing the ascending order sort. So if we just do keys.sort, we're already done with that. That solves our problem. But if you didn't have it as a list, we wouldn't be able to use the sort function, because sort function is not part of a dictionary. Okay. Okay. So then, now that we have everything added together and the keys are all sorted, we only have one more step left to do. Okay. And we are basically going to make a result array, right? And for each key in keys, we are going to append to the result array. And what are we going to do? Well, we have to grab the value, which is just the key. All right. And then we have to grab the value in the hash map, right? With the key. So we're going to go hash map at key. And that's going to be appended to our result array. And it's going to be in sorted order because, like I said, the keys are already sorted. And all we have to do is return result. And now let's see what we got wrong syntactically. What do we get wrong? Has no abstract key. I forgot. Keys. It's one of the annoying things with functions that you have to remember if they're plural or not. All right, there we go. So we obviously have the syntax right because, at least we got the easy test cases right. Let's see if we got all the rest of them right with the edge cases. And we're looking great. Runtime's looking good. Memory isn't that great. If anyone has a better idea on memory, I guess we could maybe get rid of this result array and then somehow return it like some kind of like maybe lambda function down here. But like I said, this is just an easy problem. We can come back later and improve upon that. And maybe that'll be the next video. Who knows? Yeah. This video was inspired by WillWeste. We're trying to get into fintech at this moment. And not solving LeetCodes and recording how we talk to the camera like this is definitely our way to not get there. So we got to do this like every day. Okay. But yeah, thanks for sticking around and go do your LeetCode. Don't be slacking today. All right.